If I start my day by taking enough time to increase my connection to the Earth Star Chakra, to activate this connection and to balance the energy, then incredible change in my state happens. Not only I become much more productive than usually, the way I do things changes. I feel more ideas, more creativity, and when I'm doing what needs to be done, I'm much more focused and concentrated on what I'm doing. I'm not getting tired. I feel more interest and more engaged in the process. I feel like I'm fully in the process, and of course I'm doing much more. My mind is not racing around, not getting distracted and not getting bored or anything. I'm fully in it, I'm doing it, and I'm able to ground all the ideas that I had before or the ideas that just came to me today. But what is the Earth Star Chakra? How did I discover it, and why did I decide to make this video for you? The Earth Star Chakra is one of the chakras that is actually located outside of our body. Most of us know the same main chakras inside the body, but there are much more. And the Earth Star Chakra is one of the most important ones. It's located about 6 to 12 inches below our feet, and it serves like as an anchor that connects us to the earth, to the heart of the earth, that we connect to its energy and that we can receive this energy, that we can be more grounded to this physical and material world. That's why it's had such a big influence on what we can do in this reality and what we can manifest in this reality, and how our body feels and how we feel inside our body. As I've experienced this huge change in my state, I decided to share this with you. If you will watch the video that I recorded a few months ago, that is about the void stage of the spiritual awakening, there I was staying in the stage for quite some time, I think almost a year. You can see the difference in the energy and in what I'm talking about there and here. As I've noticed that I'm already staying for quite some time in the void, and I start getting some signals and symptoms that is slowly coming to an end and transitioning to the next phase, which is groundedness, I decided to give more attention, of course, to the grounding. And how did I start it? I decided to focus my attention, of course, on balancing, healing, and activating my first chakra, it is root chakra. And I was doing it for about a month or so. I noticed some changes, some differences, but they were not as maybe as strong as I expected. The main shift happened when I discovered about the Earth Star Chakra, and this became a real change. I started researching the information about it and trying certain things by myself, because information without practice and without real results is almost nothing. And I started practicing. Why did I decide to do it? Because the Earth Star Chakra is the one of the most important in terms of our connection to this physical world, to this reality, to the material world. And that's where we can have difficulty when we're going through spiritual awakening. And maybe if just by yourself you're not a very grounded person, maybe you spend quite a lot of time in the spiritual world, and for you it could be difficult to be fully present here and to live your life here. And I can talk a lot about the meaning and the benefits of the Earth Star Chakra, how it gives us the feeling of safety, security, belonging, purpose, physical energy, vitality, overall well-being, calms our mind, helps with anxiety, helps with sleeping disorders. It just makes us more stable, more grounded, more present here. And I will put the link in the description to my blog post, where I will list much more information about benefits and symptoms and different ways how you can balance and activate it. But the main thing that I want to talk about here is why we can kind of have problems with it through our resistance. because there are a lot of ways to connect to this energy, to balance it, to activate it, and to use the potential of the Earth Star Chakra and the potential of being grounded. But usually if we don't do something, there are deep reasons. Most often these reasons are unconscious. And I found that there could be 3 quite strong reasons that will give us resistance to ground and to connect with this energy. The first one is escaping through the mind. It means that some individuals may feel it too difficult to face their reality, their real challenges, problems, maybe difficult feelings or something else. They spend most of the time by excessive thinking about the past, about the future, about all different ways they want to maybe even solve their problems and issues, but they don't really do things here and now. They thinking, and even if they doing, they're not fully present. They overthinking. They spend a lot of time in this racing thoughts, and this works as a defense mechanism to not face your difficult feelings, to not face maybe difficult reality that you don't like. And if you're doing this, you can't be grounded. You can't be really here and now in the moment. You can't feel your feelings, because some of your emotional feelings are some kind of indicators of what is going on here that needs to be faced in some way, maybe needs to be changed. Or sometimes our emotions, we just need to give them space and just feel all the feelings, but we don't want. We're escaping, we're going to the mind, we attach too much to our ego, and we live in the illusion of control, that mind controls everything, and we can figure out everything that we need just by thinking. And this is one of the reasons. The second reason could be is when you're escaping too much in the spiritual world. And people who do this, they may be already more aware about themselves. They even know techniques and ways to calm their mind, to not be engaged too much in the thinking process. But still, instead of living this life here, they find it more interesting to be in meditation and the spiritual realm. They're more interested in activating and focusing on their upper chakras. And they spend time there. And sometimes they may feel that that's the main thing. And everything that happens here doesn't really matter. And in this process, they can spend so much time in spiritual practices that they don't give much attention to their body, to their life, to the physical world, maybe also to relationship and to the other things that they want to do. And it's happening also because they may create some type of spiritual ego when they build identity of themselves as a spiritual person, as only a soul, not a person, not a human in this body. And they start feeling superior to others who don't do this, and they may even judge them for being too materialistic and too focused in all things here on the material world. And if you're stuck in this kind of approach or in this way of seeing, perceiving things, you're not interested in grounding, you're not interested in doing things in the physical world. And that's why you can feel resistance to connect with your Earth Star Chakra energy and to ground yourself here. The third reason is rejection of this world for its imperfection. We can see that, this world is not perfect. It's with own challenges, issues, and problems. And sometimes people are focused so much that there is so much violence, there is so much suffering happening around the world that one people create suffering for other people killing each other. And if you dig in all the bad things that happen in the world, it may seem that it's not a nice place to be. But if you reject it so much that you stop feeling yourself as a part of this world, then it's difficult for you to ground. Then unconsciously you create this separation that world is like this, they are like this, they are doing these bad things, wrong things, they create suffering. I'm not a part of it, and I can't accept myself as a part of this world. I can't accept that I'm also the one who plays some role in co-creation of what is going on. Then if I don't want to accept it and I reject this world, I reject some part of myself, and the part of myself that is actually connected to it. And while if I live in judgment about everything what's happening, and I create this kind of confrontation, me versus them and me versus this world, then I can't integrate myself here, I can't ground. And this is not about the fact that you can't, it's about the resistance that you feel. So I listed all these reasons to tell you that there are a lot of ways to connect with this energy and to ground yourself. But you will not do it if you have some strong resistance in your unconscious mind. That's why if you listen to it and if you have some of this resistance, now it's here, you see it, it's on the surface, and you can do something about it. You can decide to feel differently. Because the main thing to change something is to have an intention that is not blocked for some reasons or for some feelings in your subconscious that will not let you do it. Once you're aware and once you decide that, yeah, there are things that are not perfect, yeah, life could be difficult, yeah, there are things that I don't like here, yeah, for now maybe I didn't found the purpose of being here and doing things here, I want to. And when you decide that you want to, when you start changing your focus, then the change can start happening. And for you it will be much more easier to gain this connection and to activate this energy. You need to commit to life here. You need to accept the idea that part of you is part of this physical world, because Earth Star Chakra connecting you to the earth. And sometimes people call it the Mother Earth, because you also a child of the earth. Not only your soul, that you can consider the part of the Creator, of God, but one part of you is coming from earth, from this world. You have physical body. And the more you accept this idea, the more you want to integrate this part too, the more you can connect through your Earth Star Chakra to the earth energy and to start being more grounded here. And once you've decided to do, there are many ways. First, and for me, I think it's the main one, setting an intention to connect and to activate this connection and start doing meditation. Focus your attention on this chakra. Focus the attention on connection of your root chakra to the Earth Star Chakra, to the heart of the earth, and to the flow of energy that goes from the center of the earth to your Earth Star Chakra and then to your root chakra, and balance all your energy system. The other way to do is you can read some affirmations or mantras to connect with your Earth Star Chakra. And I can give you some examples here. I'm firmly rooted and connected to the energy of Earth. I'm safe and secure in my physical body and in the world around me. I release any fears and anxieties and embrace a sense of stability and peace. I deserve to feel nurtured, grounded, and deeply rooted in the present moment. I'm open to receiving a healing and balancing energy of the earth. Those are just few examples. You can find more in my blog post, and the main thing is to choose affirmations that resonates with you. You can even write them by yourself once you understand what you really want, what you really need, and what feels right here and now. The other ways to activate this connection is grounding practice, is things that probably you know, like going barefoot in nature, connection with nature, with us physically, spending more time in nature, maybe also gardening or taking care of plants, anything that you can think of that connects you to the nature and to the earth. The other important thing is taking care of your body, connecting with your body, and physical exercises and physical activities are very helpful to balance and heal your root chakra. And root chakra is the chakra that receives the energy from the Earth Star Chakra. practicing mindfulness and meditation to learn to be present with all the feelings, with all sensations in the body, with everything that's going around in you, without giving too much attention to your thoughts, without trying to fix everything around, to judge or to label, just being and perceive. And you can find more information also in my article about crystals, about colors, and other ways how you can influence this connection, how you can increase the connection. But remember that always the main thing is your intention. Do you really want to have this connection? Do you really want to activate it? Do you really want to be grounded and to live your life fully here in this physical world? It doesn't mean that you reject everything spiritual. It just means that now when you're here and when you're grounded, everything that you gain in the spiritual world through your higher chakras, all the ideas that you get and all the energies that you get, and now you can ground them here. You can start creating, you can start doing, you can start manifesting, and like this it will be easier for you to find some purpose in these actions that you're doing, purpose in your everyday life. And the more you're present and the more you're grounded, it's easier to live each moment of your day, and it becomes more interesting, it becomes more enjoyable. And if you know someone who can benefit from the video and from information that I'm giving here, don't forget to share it. Put me a like and subscribe to this channel to get more useful and interesting information that can serve you on your journey of personal growth and spiritual awakening.